Welcome back, slime enthusiasts. If you've been following Rimuru's journey from salaryman to demon lord, then you know the Tensura universe never disappoints. Scarlet Bond takes us on a wild ride featuring old friends, new enemies, and a kingdom in desperate need of help. Whether you binge this movie or need a refresher before diving into Season 3, I've got you covered with this complete breakdown. The movie opens with a devastating scene. An ogre and his mercenary companions are viciously attacked after deserting from Clayman's army. The leader of Clayman's soldiers, Yamza, deals a severe blow to the ogre, leaving him on death's door. Fortunately, the people of the Kingdom of Raja discover him and nurse him back to health. Queen Towa herself bestows upon him the name Hiiro, giving him not just a new identity, but a second chance at life. However, after 10 days of recovery, Hiiro's past haunts him, and he escapes from Raja to return to his ogre village, only to discover the ultimate horror. His entire village has been destroyed by the orcs. Consumed by rage and grief, Hiiro returns to Raja 4 days later with vengeance burning in his heart, swearing absolute loyalty to Queen Towa in exchange for the chance to avenge his people. Fresh off his victory against Clayman and his official recognition by the other demon lords, Rimuru is settling into his new role when Sway delivers urgent news. Geld and his orc subordinates are under attack. The assailants? None other than Hiiro and 2 Raja soldiers. When Rimuru's party arrives at the scene, they witness Geld learning the heartbreaking truth that Hiiro seeks revenge against the entire orc race for destroying his village. In a moment of profound honor and guilt, Geld drops his weapons and accepts his fate, ready to pay for his race's sins with his life. But Benimaru intervenes just in time, and the situation takes a shocking turn. Hiiro is actually Benimaru's childhood friend. The emotional reunion between Hiiro and his old companions, Benimaru, Shion, Shuna, Hakuro, Soe, and Kurobe, is touching. And after learning that the orcs are now allies and that the true mastermind behind the village's destruction is long dead, Hiiro reconciles with Geld. During a celebratory feast hosted by Rimuru, Hiiro reveals his true purpose. He's come as Raja's official messenger to request permission to cultivate part of the Great Jura Forest as a food source for the struggling kingdom. He also drops a bombshell. Queen Towa is dying from curse poison, a result of using her tiara's power to purify a lake, contaminated by toxins from the kingdom's gold mines. Just when things couldn't get more chaotic, Milim Nava crashes the party, upset she wasn't invited, and Rimuru decides that helping Raja is now his top priority. Rimuru, accompanied by Benimaru, Shion, Shuna, and Ranga, travels to the Kingdom of Raja to assess the situation firsthand. After examining Queen Towa, Rimuru provides her with special honey from Tempest that temporarily restores some of her health. Classic Rimuru problem-solving. But the real mystery lies at the supposedly toxic lake. Upon investigation, Rimuru makes a startling discovery. The toxins aren't from the gold mines at all. In a spectacular display of power, he literally splits the lake in two, revealing a hidden structure beneath, with an ancient magic circle that's been producing the toxins all along. He destroys it on the spot, seemingly solving the crisis. However, this action has unknowingly enraged someone operating in the shadows. Lakua, a merchant who orchestrated the entire poisoning scheme to earn favor from Violet, a primordial demon. Lakua quickly deploys his backup plan, poisoning the lake again. Queen Towa, ever the selfless ruler, uses her tiara once more to purify the water, but this act causes her condition to deteriorate dramatically. To make matters exponentially worse, a neighboring country seizes this moment of weakness to launch an invasion, aiming to capture Raja's valuable gold reserves, while their queen is incapacitated. As war looms, Rimuru mobilizes his forces while Diablo sets off on a separate mission to confront Violet, the primordial demon who created both the tiara and the magic circle. Meanwhile, Lakua executes his most sinister plan yet. He tricks Hiiro into ingesting a curse orb by falsely claiming it will transfer Towa's soul into his healthy body, saving her life. To fuel the transformation, Lakua feeds Hiiro fabricated memories of his village's destruction, amplifying his rage and pain to monstrous levels. As Hiiro transforms into something terrifying, Rimuru pursues Lashua, while Benimaru is forced to fight his childhood friend, and Shuna desperately protects the dying queen. Diablo's confrontation with Violet reveals the horrifying truth. The tiara was never meant to save anyone. It was part of a twisted game Violet created with Raja's royal bloodline. If the possessor becomes fully inflicted with curse poison, Violet can take over their body and be physically reborn. However, Diablo proves too powerful for her, and after her defeat, she agrees to his terms. Leave Raja alone and void the contract with Towa and her descendants. Back in Raja, another betrayal surfaces. Chikwan, Towa's trusted doctor, is revealed to be working with Lakua, but Ranga swiftly executes him. Rimuru finally catches up to Lakua and defeats him, but the merchant attempts a final act of terrorism by self-destructing to destroy everything. Rimuru contains the explosion, saving countless lives. Hiiro, regaining his senses, tears the curse orb from his body and destroys it. In the aftermath of the battle, Queen Towa makes the ultimate sacrifice. She uses the full power of her tiara to revive Hiiro from the corruption of the curse orb, knowing it will cost her everything. As the curse poison completely consumes her body, she begins to vanish before everyone's eyes in a heartbreaking scene. However, Violet, perhaps moved by guilt or simply wanting to right the wrong caused by her subordinate, revives Towa after voiding the game. She frames it as an apology for Lakua's unauthorized interference, giving Raja its queen back and a genuine second chance. During the celebration that follows, Rimuru showcases his business acumen by offering Raja's ministers comprehensive assistance in rebuilding their kingdom in exchange for exclusive rights to purchase their iron ore. Finally, Rimuru returns to his beloved Jura Tempest Federation, expecting a hero's welcome, only to find parts of it partially destroyed. The culprits? Veldora and Malim, who got a bit too enthusiastic playing together during his absence. In classic Rimuru fashion, he punishes both of them before collapsing from sheer exhaustion, bringing this wild adventure to a close with the perfect mix of comedy and chaos.